But the real problem we've found over the years has been corporate governance issues. There's a lot of, it's really the other side of the same coin of the modernization and restructuring that we're seeing. There are a lot of things, a lot of moving parts, a lot of opportunities where you can get squeezed. Not everybody has goodwill all the time, and of course the Russian legal system is not quite as strong as it needs to be to correct those faults. And you know, now we have quite proper rules for how mergers are supposed to be done, how change of controls are supposed to be done. All these rules are being strengthened. We have a very extensive program being worked on in this International Financial Center work group, and I think we have a new insider trading law, the new transparency laws. Another big driver, of course, or maybe the biggest driver, apart from the kind of productivity increases you see in the individual companies, of course, is the global environment. We ask ourselves, who benefits from this enormous growth in demand, consumer demand from Asia particularly? And it's very clear, it's not only Russia, of course, it's also Brazil, it's Africa, and you have conferences about these ones too. But clearly, everything that China imports, Russia is an exporter of, and usually the lowest cost producer. You see the trade between Russia and China multiplying. It's now estimated about $75 billion for this year. 5 years from now we will have doubled again, I'm sure. So an infrastructure is being built as we speak to deliver more Russian goods to the Chinese and other Asian markets. A little bit about the oil industry, of course. Oil and gas is a very big part of the Russian investment case. And if you look at oil and gas globally, there's only been two major deltas in the last 10 years or so. That's increased Russian supply and increased Chinese demand. And in reality, you can also notice that just in the last couple of years, a few years, have Russia not been able to keep up with increased Chinese demand, and that's really when the oil prices started moving up in a serious way. But Russia is not only about commodities, and many of our best investments have actually been on the consumer side, where you see a real boom. Total retail sales, we've separated food and non-food here, was some years ago around $80 billion. Now it will be about $700 billion this year. So it's a completely transformed consumer experience, and of course a lot of interesting things, not only growth in the markets themselves, but also a very strong trend toward consolidation. So the best operators have even higher growth rates than the market itself. And I think it's reasonable to assume that Russia will surpass both Germany and France this year to become the largest retail market in Europe and the fourth largest in the world.